You can see them at the Okie doke. Math, hello. I will use a spade on your grippers if I feel like it. I'll show you what real grip looks like. Yeah, back on, Legend. I had to take a break, man. I was getting frustrated. So, took a break, edited some videos, and now I'm back just chilling, working on Eurofighter. Sorry, the audio might have been weird. I had capturing the wrong stuff from a previous thing. There it is. Music's really quiet, okay. Too loud. I think that's just right. Yeah, I really try not to play this game if I'm getting frustrated like that. So, got better stuff to do in my meantime. I'm sure Math's desk would appreciate maybe some restraint like that. I'm really high. Justice for Math's desk. I don't know if I'm gonna actually get these off because this Rafal is creeping up on me. There he is. I'm gonna try my own tactic on him. See if he takes the bait. I can't flare? I didn't bring chaff. What? That is crazy. Oh, come on. Oh. Well, I would have won that if I wasn't an idiot, and I thought I took chaff. Oh, I switched. I gotta keep that in mind with this plane. When I switch loadouts that have different BOL pod loadouts, it cuts the chaff and countermeasures. Maybe by fixing that, I just always have a few of these, so that never happens. L. Live and learn. I've had this thing since like 2018. If I wanted to leave, it would have already. Math, is your table running? There's a squirrel outside my window. And he's scratching the side of his, like, ribs like a cat. He's sniffing the limbs on the tree. He's tracking a mate. Sniffing the snail trail on the tree. What up, Kretch? Welcome back. Well, I guess not back. Ah, now he's staring at me. I gotta... Where's my phone? Where do I put my phone? He's just staring at me. What a freak. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, now the dog sees it. Bees, no. Get down. Hey. It's okay. It's outside. You're not going to get it. Matt, how'd the Eagles game go? Third string QB killed the Cowboys. Oh man, I don't give a shit about football, but that still makes me happy. Not just anybody, but your third string QB of all people. And by that much. That's awesome. True Americans hate the Cowboys. Get these GPUs off and then defend this missile that this Mirage is launching on me. Because I didn't forget my chaff this time. Like a big dumb imbecile. Oh, and there's another missile up there. Oh. Okay, I just gotta extend from this, I think. Pull away. And just keep chaffing. Keep changing my trajectory here. Okay. Ooh, we survived that. There's two planes. I think F-16 over here and then Mirage or Rafale over here somewhere. I think this is the F-16. No, that's a friendly. Must have been that guy in the cons. That's probably the Rafale though, maybe. I don't know where he went. I mean, it's somebody. If it's the Rafale, I don't know. But I'm going to light him up here with radar and hope maybe he takes the bait. I'm going to pull him into my notch here. He's not... I'm really liking... I think one of the things I like the most about this plane, surprisingly enough, is its radar. And how wide it is. I know AIM-120s aren't like the best off-bore missiles in the world, but like it still feels really, really good. And people are complaining that the Eurofighter radar is like a copy paste of the Grippins. So if that's the case, man, I don't know. I guess I'm fine with that because it feels fine to me. Like, look. I don't know. That seems to be like one of the biggest complaints about the Eurofighter is its radar. And I've seen multiple places that they claim it's just a copy paste of the Gripen. And that makes it bad, but I'm enjoying this so far, personally. Do the same thing that we've been doing. Get him into the notch. Let that sit for a bit, and then start chaffing and defending. Okay, got him. See what I mean? And I didn't even save that for multipathing either. That was just pure notch. Stand by. He is already really slow, which sucks for me, maybe. I think that hits him. Nah, he flares it. Air brake. Oh, dude, good moves. Oh, holy! Good move, dude. Can I recover this? Probably not. I think I'm cooked here. Lineman. Super good on his part. That was like super clean. I didn't expect him to get his nose up like that. And a J39 running right at me. I'm going to give him the kill. And he TK'd. Because that Gripen launched at me. I J'd out to give him the kill. And then the missile pitbulled onto him. That fucking sucks. But that was really surprising. I did not expect him to get his nose up like that. That was crazy. He had his flaps out, so maybe that helped out, I guess. But it's enough focusing on ground. I'm just gonna focus on air to air, I think. It's more enjoyable. That was my only option, LOL, but this teammate. Anyways, that was pretty good. That was a really good move. What's he look like? Yeah, he's pretty experienced. Sakwan, I don't know how to pronounce that. Hit 2,000 yards, 105 yards till all-time record. Like in rushing yards, or is that the quarterback? And is that like world record, or like his personal record? And is that in like one season? Of course it's one season. Rushing yards, league record. Oh, wow. And is that league record for a season? That's crazy. That is a lot, actually, for rushing. Because rush plays usually get way less yardage than passing plays. At least, yeah. At least I think that's right. That's crazy. What the hell? I don't think that's... Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think that's on me. It just came out of nowhere. Oh, there's an F6. There's a target close right here. He doesn't have his radar on. There's a few targets coming up here. I am going to launch on this guy and... I don't know... I hope that hits him. There's another target too. I'm going to launch on him as well. Okay, so that first guy died. It was that F-16C. And my missile pit bulls onto him. Awesome. I guess, I don't know, I should have paid more attention to my radar and saw that there was a friendly near him and just hope that he killed him. But that happens with Fox 3 sometimes. Super unfortunate. I'm already down to 1 Fox 3. That is another downside to this plane. I guess it's, I don't know, it is kind of a downside, right? It only gets 6 missiles and only 4 of them can be Fox 3s, so 6 missiles isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like the Rafale, when it first came out, it can only take 6 missiles, but 6 of those could be Micas. And I was personally under the impression that that was fine. I didn't think it needed its 8 missiles. But we got him anyways. It did fine with 6 missiles. I did just fine with 5. I did 5 Micas and 1 Magic 2. And I did just fine in it. It didn't really need. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here again. Although timing's going to suck. Okay, I think I helped it along enough. I'm going to start defending. Got him. I don't even know why I'm flaring. If he shot a Magic 2 on me, it's going to kill me no matter what in rear aspect. Okay, well, I defeated his missiles. And I'm out of 120, so I'm going to RTB. J out. Who? He's a MiG-23 ML. Jane out mid-fight, like if you lose or you're getting launched on, like if you're gonna die no matter what, Jane out is like one of the worst things that you can do in this game for sim, because like the mentality is, and like if you think about it from like a logical standpoint, it makes sense, right? Because if I am in a position where I'm going to die no matter what, and I still have to pay the same repair costs no matter what, why not J out, right? There's no... it doesn't change anything for me other than now the teammate gets... or the enemy gets frustrated and maybe they leave. So, like, logically it makes sense. It's just... So, like, the sportsmanship. It's such poor sportsmanship. Not like this is a sport or anything, but still. It's super, super dumb. And, like, some of the good players will do it, too. It's crazy. God damn it. I think the only time where it's acceptable to J out is if you've landed, right? So like say I land right here. I land, I come to a stop, and I have successfully landed and somebody is trying to chase me, right? And they're just kamikazing into the runway. Like, I see nothing wrong. Because you've landed by then, right? J out. You successfully made it back to your airfield. Maybe that's a little hypocritical, but it makes sense in my head. Steven, what up, man? First time seeing you in here. Yeah, I am using mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard with C key free look. So no head tracking, just mouse and keyboard. No stick, no throttle, no controller. Just controls, full real relative. Oh, you know what? Okay, so somebody left a comment in one of my videos. We're going to try something real quick, and I might crash, just a heads up. I'm going to try something new. Somebody left a comment in one of my videos, and let me read it out. Sorry, I got to find it first. Okay, so he says, full real control, then view control. Have fun. So, controls, full real, and then view. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, no way. Okay, so what this is... Okay, I see what he's saying. But this removes your mouse input. So, you're stuck in free look, basically. W, A, S, and D. And you're stuck in free. Yeah, that just doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right at all. I'm so used to this. Oh, that's what it does. That's all it does, is it just removes that and keeps your mouse in free look. Nope. Don't like it. Not my cup of tea. Steven, well, that's good to hear, man. So I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I released a tutorial on like intro to sim on mouse and keyboard controls, and it explains really the fundamentals on how I use my controls specifically, and it goes over some options and whatnot, some quality of life things. But it basically it doesn't go over like individual keybinds. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and go over every single one of these because everybody has different keyboards and setups. Like, I have a mouse with a whole numpad on it, so it doesn't go over like very, very, very specific stuff, but it goes over the broad strokes and the really important stuff. So if you haven't watched it already, check it out, and it should hook you up. J39, there you are. So he's gonna cut to my right. I can see on my radar his direction of travel. So he's kind of doing what I'm doing. He's gonna cut into the right. He hasn't launched on me yet. What is he doing? So he just goes right into the notch right away. Interesting, okay. Well, the F-16 is looking at me now. Okay, well, F-16 launched on me. That guy's already in the notch. I'm not gonna waste the missile. So that guy was smart. He didn't take the bait. He didn't continue. He fired and then went right into a notch. I mean, not perfect because I saw what he was doing and I didn't waste the missile. So I'm still coming into this fight with 6 missiles, but it is going to be theoretically a 2v1 with a Rafale behind me. So we'll see J39 front. And that guy is running, and I'm going to launch on him too. So J39 immediately... Nope. So flat terrain. J39 might... Nope. Okay. I was about to say he might be able to multipath it, but he obviously didn't. So F-16 here. He's the one that's flaring. I'm going to get him with my camera so I don't give my position away. That Rafale is catching me. That Rafale is catching me, which is super unfortunate. So I got to clean this up. So I'm going to try and just... I'm going to try and close the distance here. Launch a 9M. And try and end this. Okay, got him. And then find the Rafale. He might already see me. He might be tracking me. I don't know. I don't know where the hell he is. Is that him right there? I think so. No, that's a missile. Or is that a Rafale? That's a player. That's a player. Yeah, that's him. He multipaths it. Good for him. he's slower than me. So with the Rafal, the thing here is the... I am G'ing out. I'm not playing this very well. What? Is that guns? Oh yeah, because they're tracerless. Okay, good shots, dude. That's really hard to do, because those guns are really hard to aim. At least for me, they are. I'm gonna try and get my nose on him, but I don't think I get this. Nope. Okay, well I'm gonna drop missiles and try and shed some weight because I'm really hurt here. I was not paying attention. I had that shot. Hit. Big hit maybe. And I die here, but that's okay. I got his rudder. I got his rudder. He might not make it back. He might not make it back. Fuck. If I had that on that second, not the third, which was the final, but that second, like, little scissor move, I cut in and I had him if I would have just been paying attention and not focusing on dropping my missiles. That's okay. I mean, it was kind of a 3v1. I got the first two, died to the third, so I was really out of position. Awesome, Steven. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Nico, what up? I don't recognize you. BOL pod got a nerf, so its effectiveness compared to normal and large caliber flares and chaff, right? Is it? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I got him! I got him! I got him! I got his rudder and he didn't make it back to base. Okay, I'm taking it, dude. I'm taking it. That's awesome. Oh, that was a good fight. Okay, sorry. Nico, BOL pod got a nerf to its effectiveness compared to normal and large caliber flares chaff, right? Is it worse? Dude, I don't know. I don't know that question. Or that answer, sorry. You would have to look at change logs, maybe ask in the forums. But I have not heard that personally. Maybe it's like small countermeasures because it takes so many. I don't know. Oh man, but that was a great fight. That guy got really good gunshot on me. I think it's this guy. 42 nukes. I mean, yeah, he's experienced. He knows what he's doing, obviously, right? Those are some pretty slick moves. 42 nukes. I feel like this guy is like a GigaChat RB player. Yeah, he's pretty good. What does he play? AMX. He plays a little bit of everything. Holy shit. Oh, helis. Arcade helis? Whatever, man. I guess. To each their own. Now that this thing is spaded, I do find myself G'ing out pretty often. But I think that's my own fault. But now that this thing is spaded, oh man, it is so much nicer. Really good plane. Okay, so that is him. I'm going to actually just try, because he was so far below that horizon. Different guy? Because I'm still getting a launch. Okay. Oh, R73. That means that guy's close. There's an SU-27. Oh, that was an enemy. I'm an idiot. I thought I looked at that guy with radar and nothing popped up. Okay, 2 missiles on those guys. Let's immediately defend. 1, 2. And I'm not even having to like beat these missiles with multipathing. I am literally like, I am diving down, right? It's mainly out of habit that I do that, but I'm beating these missiles just from notching and chaffing. That is it. Like maybe 1 or 2 of these so far this entire game have been just from a multipath. Like notching and chaffing is still Great. That's the Rafale, I think. Okay, he's going. Let me get his direction of travel. He's not even lighting me up yet. I'm going to bait him in. Launch. He looks like he's notching. This might hit me, actually, because it's top down, and that's much more difficult. Okay, I survived it. Much more difficult to defend. Okay, but now the issue becomes he's much higher than me. So, we... Z37. AA. Okay, holy shit. That scared the shit out of me. Camera. Handy dandy camera. We love cameras around here. I'm going to get him. Launch there. Ah, that was really fast on his part. I don't know why these AA are shooting at me. They shouldn't be. Because I don't have ground munitions. I can't believe my missile didn't hit him. He defeated that really easily. But then again, I defeated his. So, HMS. Oh, AIM-9Ms only? Shit. Really not great for me. Tracking. There's no way that hits. Do I have my air brake out? No, I don't. Yeah, it's a really stupid launch, but whatever. I'm gonna try it. It says it's within range. I don't think it is. Maybe he's just going really slow or something. Okay, I eat my words. That hits. That's a crazy long 9M launch, I feel like. Huh. Okay, RTB. That was good. That was a good fly out. 3 kills. Okay, let me read chat, sorry. Yeah, I'm new to your channel. First discovered you on your F-16 versus F-15. Oh, yeah, dude, that was such a good fight. That was a crazy good fight. That F-15 threw that fight so bad. And he was actually, so that guy's name is Wingman. He's actually like the F-15. He's actually like a really, really, really like crazy good player. And I knew it was him. The second I saw him pop up from behind, I knew it was him because he was radar off the whole time. And I cannot believe I beat him. The F-14 was also a pretty good player, but I got that early shot on his wing, and that really fucked him up. That's why he didn't show up till the end of the fight. It's because he was like flying around in a circle trying to recover his plane because he almost lost control. I tried to guess your settings in the comments on that video. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Let me guess, relative control, something like that. Yeah, I remember you. Cool, man. I'm glad you made it to one of the streams. Yo, what up, hubbub? But yeah, dude, Nico, that was one of my better fucking wing rip. I'm not paying attention. I was scratching my back. That was one of my better fights. The damage model is so scuffed on this plane. I'm so used to Betty telling me that I'm overspeeding. Even though I don't really have an excuse, because it's up in my top left corner. I'm going to try and give this some rudder. And try and, I think I can give it enough rudder here. Where's the airfield? Right there? Yeah. Ooh, I just got to stop doing that. Okay, so if I fall on my left here, my left wing, and then give it rudder, it should... Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Negative G. Negative G just saved me. My pilot G'd out in a negative G, and it, like, slowed down my plane maneuvering. Okay, I gotta just, like, pop the gear out and try and coast to the runway. I gotta, like, drive over there, I think. I'd probably die here by my own stupidity. Actually, this is super flat. If I just touch down with my gear, I can literally just drive over there because I don't need my wing. I don't need my wing to drive. Duh. Okay, let's... Oh, but, you know, if I break my fucking gear like a dumbass... Is that close enough? There's no way that's close enough to the airfield. Yeah. God damn it. That's okay. It's a good fly out, I guess. I'm gonna go broke doing this, man. Well, I'm not. I got premium, so I'm not gonna lose money on the match, but it's still dumb. Seven kills with 1 death in 30 minutes? Yeah. I mean, 7 and 1 in any scenario is good. You didn't say you were going to stream today. I think I was talking about yesterday. No, I did stream yesterday. Oh, maybe I did say I wasn't gonna. I don't know. The one time we want Betty not to shut up, she disappoints. Yeah, seriously. I'd be okay with a Swedish Betty whispering me sweet nothings in my ear about IKEA and Swedish meatballs. Is that an enemy? It's not. That is a friendly. I don't know if the Rafale or Dassault ever put in a French Betty in the Rafale, but it's so weird flying that thing and hearing English Betty yell at me, not in French. Okay. F-15 front. Only F-15 I've seen this game so far has been linemen. Oh, 2. Okay. So let's just do what we've been doing. Well, I've been playing like an idiot. Let's find this F-15 there. Okay, let's do what we've been doing. So there's one in front and one behind. I'm gonna pull him into the... Okay, so he's got a friendly... One of my friendlies is approaching him. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm not going to launch on him because that might hit the friendly. But there is a Rafale, which I am going to pressure if I can get my radar to cycle to him properly. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Badass. Front right. F-15 right there maybe? Running? He's dead. Oh, yeah, dude. That F-15 JM just got them both. He got them for me. Hazin Han. Good shit, man. 2 Rafales off my left. That's one. That is going to be this guy, because he has been playing in the cons this whole match. Which is good. He does good up there. Even though he doesn't have long-range missiles, he does good up there because his plane is so fast. It's got such good thrust. I do believe that's the one that is lighting me up on radar, though. He might have just merged with a friendly up there. I had something on my radar that... He's not lighting me up, which is surprising. So... If I can get my missile to launch, please. Thank you. Immediately defend. Again, top-down missiles I find are a little more difficult to beat, which I did. Put it in HMS. Maybe bleed a little speed here. Because I have the advantage of being able to see him. He cannot see me. Oh, he's going so fast, though. Oh, wait, no, that's not him. That's not him. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, this could be good. This could be huge. He's defending somebody else. So, yep, here we go. Okay, so now I'm in a position to where I can capitalize off his new maneuver here, okay? So what I'm going to do is wait. He's busy. If he turns right, though... That was 2 missiles. Man, he's doing something. Good news is I'm catching him. He's going really slow. This guy is launching all kinds of shit on him. Let's watch him die. Wow. He defeats all of those? Except that one. They trade. Look at all those missiles that just got sent over there. Like, how many was that? Like, probably 10 to 12 from both. like, combined. Jesus Christ. I like to try and be, like, efficient with my missiles. But I guess that was, I think that was an SU-27. So he gets, like, what, 12? No, 10? Something like that. Okay, so I got 2 here. I only see 1 on scope. I'm going to launch on him and try and help my missile by keeping the... I lost him. Gonna slow down. Got him. Slow down and don't smash into the ground. Okay, that's 1. There is still an F-16. There is still an F-16. Something tells me he doesn't have many missiles left. Okay, so now he's below the horizon because I'm not getting him on RWR anymore. So I can turn in here. I'm safe. So I'm going to jump over here and see if I can visually find him. Right there on my right. Should be right there. And that should get him. Sweet. I'll call that a 2v1, I guess. Not quite. Okay, so what I was saying about the horizon and how I was able to just kind of turn back in. Okay, so let me kind of run this back and explain it. So when I was defending, right, I was in a notch angle. So he was coming from this direction, and I was pulling a little bit farther. I was pulling this way here, okay? So he was off my right, and he was coming head at me. And I was diving down to try and get these hills between him and I. That way I can turn back in and then stay low and try and still keep these hills between us. That way I can keep this head-on approach without having to get him to launch at me, basically. Now I'm theoretically safe. And the reason I knew that is because the RWR stopped going off. It stopped picking him up, so that told me he no longer saw me. Or it means he turned his radar off. But in that situation, I really didn't think he was going to turn his radar off. So because the RWR shut up, I knew he wasn't looking at me. He didn't see me anymore. So that told me that I had successfully gotten the terrain between us, and then I could turn into him safely without having to worry about a missile. I could pull out of my notch, turn in, and then he popped out on the other side, and I just tracked him down. What are you guys talking about in chat? What BR is the MiG-21 Bison? Yep, 12.3. Use a booster. Mustang, should I get a stick? I mean, that's up to you, man. I would... Yeah, okay, so Nico is basically, like, 100% right. You don't need a stick for most of these planes. If they have decent missiles, you should be fine. Now, there are still planes that you can play out there with mouse and keyboard and be just fine if they don't have missiles, or if they're like traditionally not super stable. Like the A5C is really good, and it doesn't have dampening at all, and I play it just fine. There are some planes, but he is right when it comes to props. I wouldn't say it's a must-have, because a buddy of mine, ID, he plays props, and he's mouse and keyboard with the same control scheme, and he does really well. I suck with it. I'm personally bad with that. It's partially because the keyboard inputs are really touchy for that, and it makes it bounce around a lot. But I'm also just personally not good at props. So it is doable, but it's a struggle. Excuse me. It's a struggle. So to answer your question, should you get a stick? You should get a stick once you have played this enough and you've decided that it's something that you want to stick with. Because I really don't want to encourage people to buy equipment and then stop playing the game because they're not enjoying it anymore, or whatever reason. You know what I mean? I don't want you to waste your money. So Tofu, what up? First time I've seen you in here. Welcome. Do you use track IR? No, sir. Press C, and I look around with my mouse. So all those fights that you've been seeing me in, just mouse and keyboard, no track IR, nothing, no VR, nothing. So far, I haven't enjoyed RB at all. Yeah, you and me both, dude. I hate RB. After you started Sim, yeah. I really, like I said, the only time I go back to RB is to mindlessly launch a plane at bases and grind out to a certain point. That's what I did with Italy. I ground out using this bad boy, F104S, this premium. I just threw it at bases repeatedly and got this Grippin, and then I talismaned this Grippin so I can get the Eurofighter. Thanks, Tofu, man. I appreciate it. I like to think I'm decent. I'm above average, I would say. But there are definitely people out there that are leagues above me. Leagues above me. Nah, 5 minutes. I was about to say I still had 3 missiles, but 5 minutes fuel. I'm enjoying this Grippin though. I'm enjoying it way more. And I talked to the. I'll show you guys when I take off. But I talked to some of the dueler guys about it bouncing. I don't know if you guys were in here for when I first got this thing and I was spading it. It was bouncing a lot and it was driving me crazy, even in manual mode. And come to find out, even in manual mode, this plane has a, whether it's in the files called this or not, it's basically an AOA limiter. So even in manual mode, where you're supposed to be able to override that shit, it still has an AOA limiter, so it bounces at around 25 degrees AOA. And I'm starting to get better with that. One of the guys basically said, like, this plane isn't even worth flying in manual mode. You really don't get any major benefits from it because of that AOA limiter. So I'm just keeping it in dampening. And I just got to learn how to cut in on angles and whatnot in dampening instead, I guess. Which it sucks for one very specific move. And I'm going to try and show it real quick. It's when you're on the top of a circle and you're trying to come back down and you need to cut your apex in half, or, you know, like cut through your apex as fast as you can. Before I explain this, let me see if this is an enemy. No, it's friendly. Okay, so say I'm in a dogfight right now. I have a bunch of fuel, so this might kill me. Let me actually get some altitude before I do this. Okay, so like say I'm in a dogfight, right? And I pitch up, and I'm trying to get over this turn as fast as I can. When I'm up here, I'll go into manual, and I'll try and get over this apex as fast as I can. See how it's bouncing? See that? It's because it's hitting AOA 25, and it's bouncing back down. See how it bounces like that? So even in manual mode, it still does that, which sucks for that very specific move, because that's actually something that I use a lot in fights. I try to cut the apex as fast as I can and get my nose back down. Like the Mirage just excels at that. I mean, really just about any plane does, but this one, it just can't do that, which is super unfortunate. I'm guessing you don't use mouse to fly around. So it's 50-50, Tofu. I use WASD right here, and then this is also mouse. So I use mouse to roll a lot, and like I'm still using mouse, and I use it for like gunshots to really get really smooth gunshots. Like this is all mouse. But this is WASD. So WASD is for like my main movements, for like my full pulls and whatnot. And then mouse is for like refine rolls and gunshots and whatnot. Let me lock in here for a second. I think there's enemies up here. Or just one dead enemy and one dead friendly. Yeah. That's the F-15 that died. Okay, we're good. Somebody's in A though. If I'm stock and there is an essential... Sorry, 1 second. Mirage 2000 in front. That's him. What? My missile exploded midair. Which means it didn't track. Which means I'm going to drop my tank because he could be literally anywhere. And a Mirage 2000 scares me in a dogfight more than a Rafale. Am I throwing right now? He probably cut in here. Because this is like a downward angle, so he can cut in here quick. He's not dead. Man, he just disappeared. Holy shit. And my missile didn't track. So he disappeared quick. I don't see him anywhere. I don't see him on any treetops, nothing. I saw something there. Is that him? No, that's SU. Off my front left. Okay, that's him. Looking. Nothing. No eyes. That's not him. That's our AI. He's gonna be right there. Right there. Yep. Got him. He's pulling away. Okay, so he's pulling away. Man, that dude was slippery. I don't think he's got afterburner on. It might just not be rendering. But that's good news for me. That means I'll probably catch him. I don't like that. Could be somebody with radar off. He's ignoring me, I think. I'm tracking this guy purely with my camera pod. That might have been a foolish launch. Yep. That was indeed foolish launch. My camera lost track, which is fine. My radar won't. Okay. It's okay. That should hit. I don't think he's low enough. Yep. He was not multipathing enough. Okay, that was a little sloppy. That was a little sloppy, but we got the win. That wasn't great. Let me pull away from this area. I don't feel comfortable reading chat with this big hill they could pop over at any second. Okay, sorry, Nico, what were you saying? If I'm stock and there is an essential modification that is like 500 RP away, then I queue 1 to 2 match of air RB, otherwise... Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's totally fair. That makes sense. And in fact, spading a plane in RB before you come to sim might actually also just be a good idea. A lot of people do that because in sim, it's very heavily dependent on plane performance, and if your plane is performing at like 75% and there's literally nothing you can do about it, it can get really frustrating really quick. Let's see, who is this? Okay. The thing is, can I play TCS? I don't know, man. I've never played DCS with mouse and keyboard. I don't think so. I think the consensus on that one is no. Oh, hubbub. Oh, hubbub, no! Hazine gotcha. That guy was cooking earlier. He's got 8. So careful what you ask for. See what I mean? Okay, I like the way this... maybe not. I was gonna say I like the way these numbers look, but this is a MiG-27. And a new guy just joined. I was gonna go ground pound, but to try and get some tickets, but we're at a almost 3,000 deficit, so I'm not gonna sweat too hard to try and win this. I'm just gonna chill. I'll play with my scope scale, see if I can find this F-15. I think he's... I don't know what he is, actually. Mirage 2000 over here somewhere. There they are. Is that their runway? I don't see a runway there, so I don't think so. Got 2 missiles here. So he's launching on me. I'm going to pull him into my notch. Try and bait him in. Okay, his missile's actually a little closer than I kind of wanted it to be. He's going to launch another at me. Looks like he defended. Or he went into a defensive posture. I don't think I kill him here. That's okay. I forced him defensive. I'm going to go RTB with 5 minutes of fuel. He probably ducked into the canyon or something. Rain, what up? Welcome back. We try to keep him good here. Still trying to figure out the streaming thing. I'm doing good, man. I was playing earlier today and was getting pretty frustrated. I had some really good games, but last few I kept crashing, and it was on Afghanistan with a bunch of clouds, and it was a really frustrating match. In fact, I was actually playing with one of the guys. I don't know if he's here, but he's in the Discord. He was on the enemy team. Him and I were kind of going at it back and forth. He killed me a couple times. I killed him a couple times. He's actually pretty good. But yeah, I was just getting frustrated, so I took a break, edited some videos, and I'm back. Why don't you have the big gray rings when you were playing Sim? Tofu. Let me tell you, man. So that video I put out, the tutorial, the control settings tutorial, goes over it in detail, but I'll go over it quickly here. It's because I'm using a thing called relative control. So relative control transfers control into your mouse, and it treats it like WASD almost, okay? So I'm giving my mouse forward, my mouse up, mouse left, mouse right. Left and right are obviously roll, right? So A and D, and then W and S. W and S, same thing for mouse. Now, that's what relative control does. If you go to mouse joystick, which is what you're talking about, see how the brackets pop up? And now it turns your mouse into a joystick, an actual joystick input. So there's pros and cons to both. My biggest thing is I don't have head tracking, so I don't have track IR and I don't use VR. So if I am, say I'm in a maneuver, right, and I'm in a pole and I need to look behind me, I'm still in this pole. And that can obviously cause serious issues, especially in dogfights. So this is objectively better if you have head tracking, because just a joystick input in general is better. It's more fine, and you can set it there so you can keep your efficiency technically to 100%. But like I said, I don't have head tracking. So I just stick with relative controls and use C key to free look, and I can still WAS and D. And if I'm in a pole with my mouse and I use C key, it stops. See? So that's it. Track IR, $30. What? It's way more than $30. Sorry. Music wasn't on loop. The clip is like 30. Well, I mean, yeah, but... Oh! Are you going to use like a different IR tracker thing? Track clip. Gotcha. I was going to say, track IR is not $30. So if it was $30, I would give it another try. I'll spend my money on premiums left and right, but boy, am I stingy when it comes to equipment. Gotcha. Yeah, track IR 5, 150. Give me a second. While I'm rearming, I'm gonna go grab a drink, and I'm gonna grab some salted sliced meats and crackers. I have the munchies. Give me like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. Took longer than I wanted. My wonderful wife made some homemade bread, so some toast sounded good. It also just feels weird. You have to turn. Yeah, that is one of my personal hang-ups with it. So good. Oh, looks like we're getting spawn camped. Wonderful. Or falls somewhere. He's dead. Idiot. Don't spawn camp. It's just dumb. And he's launching. See those missiles? That dude just launched 3 missiles on me. Fresh off my airfield, he's launching 3 missiles. He's that scared. He's that frightened by a little J-39 on his RWR, fresh off his runway, full of fuel, that he's gonna launch 3 missiles at me. Sorry, dude. I got more chaff than probably your entire team combined. That's probably a lie, but... Yeah, you say spam ram. That dude was in a Mirage. Those are all Micahs. But yeah, same premise. That guy right there. He's launching on somebody. Not me though. He's dead. This bread is so good. Fresh homemade bread slaps. Makes the best toast. I'm gonna pull him into the notch and launch, and then use the canyon to defend and hopefully not crash. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I try and change my trajectory. Hit him. Oh, hubbub. Sorry, man. I think there was a few of us there. You're kind of in a bad spot. So I think that Eurofighter that killed the Mirage was near me. Alright, F-15 here. I'm going to try and cut him off. And go into his direction of travel. And launch. That's... probably too early. Probably too early on my part. I probably should have waited. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. I should have let him get closer. If he gets closer, he has less time to react. Wilton, what up? Yes, sir. We're alive again. J-39 behind me close. I have a decent amount of fuel. No, not really. I'm actually pretty good. That's probably him right there. Yep. Splash. Splash, one fellow J-39er. Wonder if he didn't realize I turned around. Because he lit me up, turned radar off, because he was still heading this way. Since he turned my radar off, since he turned his radar off, he might not have realized that I turned in on him, maybe, I guess. I don't know, and he was in really bad position. RTB. Yeah, close enough. You're right, Axis. Same strategy. It's close enough. Like, there are certain situations where launching 2 missiles might benefit you at the same target. Like, say you were watching him, right? He has not shot anything, and you have no reason to defend, so you're going to keep approaching him. If you can tell, like, your first missile, he's on the way to notch it, give it like 10 seconds and then follow up with another. Hopefully by the time he recommits, that one pit bulls, and then he's in a bad spot, right? But launching all 3 or 4 of them all at the same time, like that Mirage did as we were literally getting off our runway, like, that's so dumb. Like, you didn't... In that situation, all 4 were launched within probably 5 seconds. If the first didn't hit, neither is the 4th or the 8th or whatever. That was some yummy bread. Got some hard cider to wash it down. Ah, yeah, delicious. Saw any MiG-29 simming soon? Man. Yeah, I mean, I like to play the MiG-29 sometimes. I don't know. It's just, I wish I had the MiG-29G personally, so I can get the R-73s, but I don't know. I could play the MiG-29, change it up a little bit. Or I could also just use the SC-27. All right, this Rafale is getting close already. I'm sensing a theme here. These guys are upset. And they're going to throw themselves recklessly at our airfield because of it. Because their feelings are hurt. And that was Oldium, the guy that I just said, good, how are you? GG? What do you mean? You were running right at our airfield. I guess GG, good sport. I guess better be positive than not. I can't hate on that. That's kind of shitty on my part, I guess. I take it back. Oh, hubbub. Mountain multipath is broken, so it's not the... actually, I think I see what you're saying. Maybe like terrain, uneven terrain. But it's also just hard to multipath where you were because the treetops are so tall. You literally have to weave in and out of them. You have to go below the treetop level or it's not going to work. So like multipathing on this side of the map is very difficult. Yeah, if I can get 2 of them off at like 30 degree apart or more, that's a really good way to look at it. If you're looking not by time but based off degrees of their movement. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, right? If you're... Stand by. This guy's low. Is that you, hubbub? F-16. He defended it. I think he multipathed it. Drop tank. Because that was... He didn't have enough room to actually defend there. Yeah, there he is. Which is... He might get A9M here. Okay, I think that was him. Is that you, Hubbub? Yeah. I almost TK'd that Eurofighter, dude. Me. Friendly. Whew. I did a little tail smoke. He pulled into me with aggressive intention. I could not tell if he was gonna IFF me or not. Like 30 degree on their RWR. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I was trying to say there is that's a good way to look at it. Maybe not time delay. It's probably way more efficient to look at it as a degree difference, like the delta between the 2 degrees in which you launch. Shoot for like maybe a 30-degree difference, because the degree is in which dictates the efficiency of the notch, right? So that's probably a way more like analytical way to look at it. Okay, I'm gonna launch, and this is what I mean by multipath out here. You literally have to weave in and out of the trees. It's so stupid. I'm surprised my missile didn't hit him earlier. See what I mean? You gotta like full multipath. Oof, did not mean to zoom in there. Through the trees. It's so dumb. I'm gonna shoot this to apply some pressure. I had a feeling I was not gonna hit. Man, bad shots on my part. Keep my speed up so I can keep this circle alive. Really bad shots on my part. But I should be able to squeeze in behind him here. See, I'm bobbing. My plane's bobbing. I lost him. Oh, he's right here. I gotta pay attention to that. He's going really slow. Is he out of fuel? Hit. GG's, man. He didn't play that well at all. I don't know what he was doing. I didn't play that well either. But my plane was bobbing. I still gotta dial that in. I really gotta dial. I really gotta dial that in. I gotta get used to this thing with its close maneuvers. I haven't really been getting a whole lot of dogfights. It's just been a lot of missile stuff. Out BVRing people at medium range. But that guy was not playing that like he should have. Maybe he's new, but that was kind of rough. I only got one AIM-120. I don't know what this guy is that I'm locking up, who's like in the cons right now. But I got some crackers and I got some salami. I got a cracker in between one of my keys. Whatever. J39 is closer than that F-15 is, and that's him right there. That's the J39. Oh, but he can dip into the hills very easily. But I got altitude, which means speed. So I'm going to try and bait him in. F-15 launched at me, which is fine. I'm already in the notch for that. So I don't need to worry about that missile at all. Missile was basically no threat to me. This guy is playing it smart, and he's already ducking down. That was good on him. Oh, I don't want to wing rip. It's an F-16. Is that missile at me? I don't think it is. He's locking me though. Launch on him in HMS. Force him to go defensive. so I can just get him out of my hair. And maybe kill him, I guess. Yeah, he defeated it, I think. Oh, we're actually pretty close. I'm gonna go up to this northwestern airfield, or southwestern airfield. I still got 9 M's, so if I run into anybody along the way, I should be fine. Just did some digging on track IR. You need track IR 5 and the clip or hat mount. Yeah, that's what I figured. I wasn't sure what you were saying about earlier, just having the clip, because the way track IR works is a clip produces an infrared signature, I believe. It's some sort of sensor that basically the infrared camera that the track IR thing that sits on top of your monitor detects. And based off the relative position to those 3 lights, it then like generates where your head is in relation to those. Yeah. Yeah, when you said 30, dude, I was gonna say there's like no way. Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. Track IR 5 is pretty spendy. Reflector, thank you. That's how it works. Because I knew the hat clip mount didn't have any electronics in it. I was trying to figure out how that worked, but reflector, that makes sense. Oh, it's probably like a laser rangefinder. A laser rangefinder shoots out a laser, and then it reflects back at the rangefinder, and then it calculates the time it took to go from point A to back to you, and then it dictates speed based off the speed of light, I think. Would cost more than the joystick, yeah. Sorry, I got a piece of pepper stuck in my throat. There are free alternatives. AI track and open track that just use a webcam, and there's also ones you can use on your phone. I'm not very familiar with them. They can be difficult to set up and really like fine tune, and they're not the most accurate. But some people swear by them and say that they're not just as good, but they're pretty close to track IR. Yeah, I tried them too. I didn't like them. Probably user error on both you and I, but I don't have the patience to try and get it to work. Yeah, I'm not sure. D-land clip. I'm not sure what that is. Gotcha. Team really kind of emptied. Yeah, that stuff isn't cheap, man. I mainly don't use it just because I'm so used to this. Like, I have a stick and throttle, and I have VR, but I have an Oculus, so the resolution is shit. I'm not going to put myself through that torture of low-res sim. Inflation's fucking us all, man. Oh, so just a heads up. Earlier today, when I was taking a break, I was editing a video, and it's gonna be coming out. I think. What day is it? It is Monday, so it should probably come out towards the end of the week. I think maybe midweek. It's gonna be kind of my top. I don't go into super details on the planes individually, but it's my top 5 picks for anybody that's new to sim. So I know some people have been asking quite often, like, what's the best plane to start sim in, and that's like such a hard question to answer. So that video is gonna go a little bit more in depth into that. Not crazy. It's mainly just going to list them out and the very bare bones on why I think they're the best for new players. But the plan is to then go into detail with each vehicle individually with their own video. So I'm going to go into in-depth detail on each one of those planes, all 5 of them, what they really excel at and why, and like I said, the deep dives onto it, maybe with like gameplay examples and whatnot. And hopefully that will help some people out in choosing what they need to, or what they should use for the first times, or maybe planes they haven't thought about using in the past. Okay, I don't know what this guy is, but he is fast and he is high. I'm also fast and high. So this is like, oh, he's F-15. He's going to be much better at this than I am. So I'm conning, so he can see my direction of travel. So if I pull him into the notch, I don't think that benefits. He already launched. And he's playing it smart. He is going the opposite direction in which I already pulled, which means I have to now cross in front of him to get a good, decent launch off. So it forces me defensive. Although it looks like he continued with his circle, which is kind of weird. That's not him. Maybe it was him, I don't know. I mean, those Z37 markers are really messing with me. It's just AI. That's all they are. Oh, he's back. Unknown, don't see. He's continuing with radar off. Smart. So he turned back in on me, turned his radar off, waited for me to light him up with radar, so he could tell that I turned back in on him and he could get the jump on me. That's really smart. He's above me. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I am such an idiot. How did I not see him there? Thank you, teammate. How did I not see him there? He's launching all kinds of missiles on me. I don't think any of these hit, though. I think I've defeated them. Well, I beat all of his missiles, at least. So that's great. Where he went, though, I have no idea. I think he just dove. Probably into the canyon. No eyes. Nothing. C-37's lighting me up. Okay, J-39. I'll grip your gripper. Is that him right there? Oh, I found you, brother. Should have aim 9M'd him. Yep, should have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Where does he pull out from? Bleed speed. Where does he go? He crashes. Incredible. My fault. I had to jump on him. I was closing distance. I was gaining on him. There was no need for me to launch a Fox 3 there and alert him to my position. Should have just launched a 9M. That was not smart on my part. This, I believe, is a J39 that I was seeing earlier on RWR. Rafal close behind me. This guy knows I'm behind him now, though. I gotta go for the Rafal because he's closing in on me. I think that's him right there. Right there. Come on, radar. Help me out. Where is he? Right there. Rafal. He didn't even give a shit about me. He was just going for ground targets. God damn it. He's turning in on me, though? Crazy choice. Okay, yeah, that was not the move on his part. I don't know why he turned in on me. He knew I was there. I had already launched on him. He should have turned the other way instead of directly into my nose. Okay. Gonna mosey on back to base and see if I can get that grip in on the way. Oh, that scared me. It's fucking AI, man. If I do decide to get the stick and track IR, that's 340. Yeah, dude. Why do you think I don't use it? Spendy. I am pleasantly surprised how much I enjoy sim with the A10C. Brother, the A10C is probably one of the most under-tiered planes in the US tree. That thing should be like 12, maybe 12.3, when 100% should be. Like, it's such a good plane as far as like flight model goes. Its turn rate is ridiculous. It can outturn really just about anything. It gets 9Ms with HMS with IFF. It gets the MAW, like you said. It's should be removed. I don't know about that. I'm fine with it in the game. I just think 10.7 is stupid for it to be at. That doesn't make 11.7. That doesn't make sense in my head on why it should be there. Like that's the same BR as the Mirage F1C, which gets only 2 IRCCM missiles. This gets 4, and it gets IFF, HMD, and it gets MA, and it gets a digital RWR. All things that the F1C doesn't get, with addition of 2 more smokeless missiles that are inherently better in sim. Sim and, for those that don't know, sim and RB and arcade all have different BRs, or at least they have the opportunity to have different BRs. So if something is inherently better in sim, then it can and will be moved around compared to RB, which the A10C absolutely should. Why is my game... What is going on? It's like... Anybody else seeing that? It was like jittering. Almost to the music. It was almost jittering to the beat. Is it gone now? I think it's better. Okay, that was weird. But yeah, dude, A10C and 11.7 is dumb. Should be 12. Personal opinion, 12 at the least. Personal opinion, 12.3. I think is probably fair for it to be at, with how much tech it gets. But yeah, like you said, you're having fun with it, right? It's a good plane. It is fun to do. I'm personally, you probably won't see me play it on stream just because it's too slow. It's a little boring to watch. But it's fun to play. I like it. Okay, we're really close to winning. So I am actually gonna go not just ground pound, but 16 GBU 39 ground pound, and try and clean up that ground battle and clutch this win. Play the objective. Try to at least. Oh, I lost all my BOL pods, so I'm gonna cut that in half. Glad I remembered to do that. Yeah, the Burt is enjoyable in Sim. Yeah, bust out SDB. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go do my ground marker distinction, so I'll see you in like 30 minutes. All right, see you, man. I honestly don't even look at those. I don't even check to make sure I've done them, because you get mission scores so fast in Sim, and it multiplies it by 3, and then it multiplies it by an additional like 1.8 because I'm playing top tier. So this right here, this one match is enough to get an entire star. Granted, I have 18 kills and 5 ground target kills, so I'm playing well. So like, this isn't gonna be every match, but yeah, I know, right? This is 1 star. This is one star. Like I said, I literally just don't even look. I don't check to make sure I've gotten them because I know I get them every single day that sets back to. Actually, I probably already have it. I already probably got it for the day. Okay, my RWR, J39, F15, and Rafal all gunning me down, and I have 0 Fox 3s. Count them, 0. So I don't want to waste this fly out though, because we do need to clutch this. Okay, so let's be smart. I would climb in altitude so I can get some speed, but I'm gonna play this intelligently, and I am gonna cut in here and use the terrain, and then come in through here and try and bomb it when I pop out of this area. Because I don't know if they see me. They're pinging me with radar, which tells me they probably do. But I really want to get these bombs off because that's going to be big for the score. They might be doing the same thing too, though. That Rafal's already kind of getting close. And I'm what? 37 kilometers away. I need to get into 20. Okay, well they stopped. I was gonna say they stopped lighting me up, but second I say that, where are you? AI, I think. The second I say that, this Rafal is lighting me up now. Okay, I gotta take this fight with GBUs. He's low. God, that sucks. He's taking this. So if I don't... He got my rudder. So fucking annoying. I could have sworn I was on multipath, but guess not, man. Okay, well my rudder's gone. And I am heavy because I have bombs still. Let's go find another match. That one's lost. I don't know how that thing hit me. I could play the J10. I haven't played this thing in a while. And its radar is 90 degrees. It can see 90 degrees to its side. No. Play the Rafale. Let's go beat up on blue 4. Spain. Almost 2 hours in. That means that match is basically dead. 2 hours in. I'm not playing top tier Tunisia because that's literally hell. I don't want to play on blue 4. I don't want to play Denmark, man. Everybody's always playing Denmark. I could do this, I guess. That's a lot of Euro fighters. Just trying to think. I probably should just keep playing this because I do need to just keep working on this tree so I can get the Eurofighter. That would be the smart thing to do. And it's still fun playing, so just get over myself. I'm trying to find something that's less than like 30 minutes in. That's not Denmark. I mean, we could do Sinai. Sinai also sucks. Maginot. This is a small map, but there's not that many people here. Let's try this. We'll risk it for the biscuit on a small map. This is better than Tunisia, at least. They're airfield bombing. This guy is. He's probably F-15E. Interesting. I can't even spawn at that airfield anymore because I bombed it so much. So dumb. Like, it's literally just not even an option. Prop sim, yeah, nah, man, I'm good. Sorry. Not only is that not super enjoyable to watch, I just suck at it and I don't like it. F-16 already off my runway, man. I hope that kills him. can't believe I didn't see him pull up, man. It's crazy. So sneaky. My gear out like a dumbass. He's in a nets, I think. Great flying, man. Try and literally camp me off the airfield and then just crash. God. I can feel the frustration already. Okay, I just gotta pay attention. Small map. Rafal, I believe. Yep. With his cockpit open? Who are these players, man? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I think this lobby is like a big no. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy this one bit. Like, I don't even know if I should turn in on that guy. There's 3 there. Okay, well, I don't need to. RTB already? It's just me and a Eurofighter. And that F-16D crashed again. I think you're right. I think I jumped the gun on that criticism. I have seen that in the past where people's cockpits show open. I believe it has something to do with like client side, or I think for me it's open, for him it's not. I don't even know if that's something that you can do in the Rafale. Yeah, I've faced him plenty of times. I haven't faced him in props, and I know he's really, really good at props, but he's, I don't know, jets really isn't his thing, I don't think. So I've faced him quite a few times, and I think I've probably beat him way more times than he's beat me as well, like dogfights, not just like missile stuff. But jets, I don't think jets is really just his thing. If him and I fought in props, that dude would probably fucking shit on me in every single way possible. But jets, I feel confident. I think I'd beat him in jets. But that's the thing. I don't do the 1v1 stuff. I don't duel. I don't do any of that shit. A lot of people do, but I personally don't. I don't think he does. He's just chill, like me. We just play EC, and if we run into each other, then we fight naturally, and it kind of comes out naturally, right? So that's how I personally prefer to play the game. Dueling can be really good for learning quickly, but I just stick to this. I prefer the natural feel. So you're kind of right, Axis. But I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to show people how to do it, because I don't want to spread that toxic fucking shit. But you're partially right on that. Not that I would think anybody here in the stream would try and run around with the cockpit open. I'd hope you wouldn't, but It does. Trust me. It does. You can hear missiles being launched at you from around 2 kilometers away. So it absolutely does. And you can hear jets fly by you that are probably 1 kilometer plus away. So it absolutely makes a difference. A big one at that. I don't know what this guy's doing. The zombie. Yep, it does. I have tried it before in the past, and granted, I really just, I didn't try and like kill anybody when I was doing it. I just wanted to try it to see how broken it is, and with and without sound mods, and it was much more substantially broken with sound mods. It was noticeably worse without, but it was still also noticeably better without sound mods than flying around with your cockpit closed. Nope. So the way it works is everything gets louder now. They changed it. They made it a little quote-unquote better. It is a little harder to use it and filter out the white noise from the actual shit that's going on. But it just makes everything louder. It makes everything louder and makes the visual... So think of it as like sight distance, right? People only render in at a certain sight distance. Think of it as that way as well. Sound only renders in from a certain distance with your cockpit open. Or with it closed. When you open it, it extends that range. Everything else is louder, so it's harder to hear everything, but you can still hear things from farther away. I don't know if that's a good way to explain it or not, but... Sorry for the kill. What do you mean, man? When did you kill me? There's him. I'm gonna let him go. I need to get this guy defensive. I don't know if he turned around or not. I don't think he did. I gotta one at a time, basically. I don't feel like 2v1ing right now. Okay, that's one. Now I can turn around for the other guy, who I don't think turned around on me. Oh, that was you, man? Yeah, no, you're good, dude. Don't worry about it. You got a kill on me. I really felt like I was below that. I really felt like I multipathed that. I'm gonna watch the VOD back and see if that's the case and if I'm just coping or not. But I really felt like I was below the multipath height altitude. But it hit me. It proxied at least above me and got my rudder, so... And that was kind of like my Hail Mary run. So it was either I got those bombs off and clutch the match, or I don't. So it is what it is, man. Dev 15 is really upset I killed him. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. I'm getting the lobby out of here. I don't feel bad about doing this. I'm going to turn around and get him off their airfield. Literally, my introduction to this match was trying to get airfield camped. I don't feel bad about this one bit. Nah, I'm not gonna. That's shitty. Either way, that's shitty. He didn't do it. I'm gonna cap A. Be the bigger man. 200 ticket difference. Yeah, that's unfortunate. If I would have gotten those, bombs off, we would have won then. Which is kind of what I was trying to go for. But it is what it is, man. You intercepted the guy that was trying to win the match, so you won it for your team. So it's all good. F-15 really close. That should hit. There's no way he chaffs that. Yep. Okay, no 120s left, just 9Ms. Let's stay in A. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Dude, the radar screens in general are goated, dude. Like, this is really cool if you use the manual antenna. I don't, but it's really cool. But this right here is also fucking sick. Like, everything about these screens are awesome. This is my favorite cockpit in the game. Hands down. I hate the Rafales. The screen in the center, like, almost hits you right in the dick. And it covers up the edges of the other ones. And the HUD is, like, purple, and it's weird. This is the best, I think, cockpit in the game. I haven't used the Eurofighter, so I don't have an opinion on that one. But as far as the ones I have used, this is my favorite for sure. Okay, so F-16 right around here. And I think I got another one here. Oh, no, he's on his runway. He's sitting on his runway. So there's one guy headed to me, at least, I think. I got 2 9Ms. I'm good on fuel. I've got a healthy amount of fuel. I can take a dogfight or two and still finish this cap, I think, with the amount of fuel I have. The issue is going to be munitions. Draco, the F-15, has not respawned yet. We're going to do a little metagaming to try and really game this cap. I'm going to see what we're looking at here. What do we got? Okay. F-16. Oh, F-15 dead. Good kill. I'm gonna let F-16 close up on my right. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Let's lock in here. Is that him? Nope. Friendly. F-16 close. Very close. I TWS locked him. I don't know. Fuck. I should have saved it. Ooh! What? How did that... Okay. Timestamp. We are 1 hour and 3 minutes into the match. I am going to watch the replay back, and I'm going to watch that missile. I don't know how that thing pulled to him. He was like... Okay, so let's kind of like visually run this back. I was here, and I had him TWS locked. He was off my right about here. And he was going in that direction. Somehow the 9M whipped around and like 180'd. 9M, more like 9X. What the fuck was that, dude? I gotta... Okay, so that was a minute, 3 minutes into the match. Oh, sorry, an hour, 3 minutes into the match. We're gonna watch the replay back after this and see exactly what that 9M did there. Because that was crazy. No idea how that thing hit. In no situation would that have hit. Or should have, at least. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, I agree with you. I wish there were more custom ones, but at the same time, I understand why they don't. Because the only people that use it are sim, right? So it doesn't make... The sim community is not really big. It doesn't make sense for them to really, like, dive into that much development. Like, we have good HUDs already. They all function well, and they serve... They do what they should, at least IRL. And there are some unique ones. Like, yeah, there's some rinse and repeat. But... You know what I mean? You know, RB doesn't use them. Arcade doesn't use them. The only people that use these are sim because we're the only ones that play first person. So I agree with you. I do wish they did, but I, at the same time, understand why they don't from a developer standpoint. Not that I'm a game dev or anything, but I understand why they wouldn't. I could put myself in their shoes. F-15 close. I'm going to request help from this, from this Eurofighter. I don't normally request... I don't ask. That's a Sparrow. He launched a Sparrow at me. See how there was no missile warning on the... Is this an F-15A? Or is he stock? There he is. Multipath, baby. Water. Best place to multipath on. See how it went under me? Okay, we got the cap. Fuck yeah. With 8 minutes to go on my fuel. No 9Ms left. We literally got the craziest 9M kill I've had in a... Actually, I take that back. We are not... Are we capping A? Or is it getting decapped? No, we're capping it. We're capping it. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. Let me actually finish this cap before I consider this done. I'm gonna start pulling away though, so I can get my speed up on the way out. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Back to base. RTB. That was a great fly out. That was a really good fly out. We failed it? Dude, what? I was like a second or two away. That's so frustrating. Whatever, man. Just go kill all these guys. Yeah, oh, I thought that said I'm mad. I was about to say, me too. Okay, so these guys, I believe, are Eurofighters. Oh, that was RB. Experienced. Sort of experienced. Sometimes I like to check the cards of the new guys to see what exactly it is I'm facing. If I need to, like, super sweat, lock the fuck in, or if I can just kind of chill and fly around, or what. Dude, I agree with you, Nico. If there is somebody in the cap, I see zero reason on why they should have it expire. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because then it waits for like 10 minutes and then it pops a new one. It's not like it drops a ground battle no matter what, right? It just literally expires, waits a 10-minute period, and then drops another one. Like, there is no harm in just, if there's somebody there, just fucking leave it. And that's also great for the match because then it turns that point almost into a permanent hot zone, right? That's a constant point of contention for PvP. People are constantly flying there over and over and over and over again. Like that, right? I got like, what, 4 or 5 kills in the cap? Or at least near it? Yeah, whatever. It's okay. I think we're still good. We still have a 1,400 point lead. So we're still chilling. Doom guy, Luckchuns. I feel like I know this guy. I played with him before. I know that name at least. So there's no ground battles, so there's no point in taking GBUs. TK, we take it. Oh wait, I got a J out to fix that. Idiot. I wish this thing could take wingtip 120s, but it can't. So here we are. Its wings are probably too weak, too whittle, too brittle, too thin. It needs to drink more milk. I appreciate the new faces coming out to check out the stream, by the way. Anybody that's new, thank you for coming out. I guess really anybody that's here. I appreciate you guys dropping in. Okay. So... 1 F-16. There's really no objectives to hit right now. Yeah, support the mouse and keyboard sim streamer indeed. D5. I spoke too soon. D5. Looking for a surveillance craft, which is that right there. My cat is trying to sit on my lap and put her paws on my hand. There you go. Gonna close the distance on this guy. I don't really feel great about wasting a 120 on AI, especially with a Rafale and a Eurofighter. That's not at me. Okay, this match might immediately turn into a switch from chill to sweat. I'll see how these 14.0 players do, specifically that Rafale. Rafales scare me. 8 Micahs. I say they scare me. I use it all the time. I know how good it is. That's why it scares me. Okay, that's objective. Playing the objective. I'm gonna drop my tank. Okay, cat, I'm sorry. You gotta sit on my lap properly, please. Thank you. Eurofighter off my right. He is closing in on me. He knows I'm here. And I don't see him. He is playing super sneaky. Yeah, there he is. That might have been too close. I don't think that pulls in to get him. Nope, it does. Okay, perfect. That was like just enough. Just enough room to get him. These things are not great off the rails. Not great at all. That's why I've been like really trying to test to see how well they do with off-bore radar stuff. In a head-on like that. Well, not like that, but in a head-on like I was doing before on like the Rocky Canyon map, especially. But they're not great off the rails. So they're really bad dogfight missiles is what I'm trying to get at here. So like this is what I'm talking about, this off-bore. Like it really doesn't do well here, but that should be well within range because he's moving from right to left, which is going to help it hit its target. Like that. Oldium, this guy from last match. He's ground pounding. A-cap. I've learned my lesson. Fuck that. I tried so hard to get that thing. I'm not wasting more time in it. I'm gonna keep them from getting it, but I'm not gonna cap it myself. Fuck that. I'm just bitter. RTB. What? Thank you. I was gonna say, I feel like that should hit. Just took a while. We went from 14 to 1600 ticket lead. So we're doing something right, but I'm now getting chased by a Rafale, an F-16, and a Eurofighter. And I believe an F-15. I believe there's 4 planes behind me. Everybody wants to kill me. Man, I cannot wait until I get my Eurofighter for Italy. Like, this guy's launching at me. I'm running away. In no situation does that ever hit me. I don't need to chaff. I don't need to do anything. It's just not going to hit me. I am going to chaff because I'm going to be landing and I don't want it to follow me. So I'm going to confuse it. I'm going to make it think I'm here, and then I'm going to pull off, change my trajectory, and head back to base. So now it's going here. In theory. In theory. I've defeated it and notched it, and it should be going over here. It shouldn't be following me anymore. It was never going to reach me anyways going this speed, but because I'm stopping on the runway, it could potentially. Probably not. I don't want to risk it. Better safe than sorry, and I have, what, like 300 and some chaff? 240? Should probably take more chaff in this, actually. I don't need this many flares. I don't need this many countermeasures to begin with, but here we are. And the great periodic. I haven't actually ran periodic. I don't know what, how that looks. That's pretty good. I don't like periodic because I feel like it leads you into a false sense of security. Okay, they're in A, which is fine. Like I said, I'm not going to try and cap A. I'm just not. If I can keep them from capping it, we don't lose any tickets. They don't get any tickets. Or nobody loses tickets. He's dead. That was probably him. F-15C. There is a ground battle. That could be huge. This is a big map. Okay, we're going to risk it. This airfield's close. I can't spawn there. It's not going to let me, I don't think. Yeah, right back here. Okay, so I'm going to... Okay, kind of back to last match. We're getting close, but I can definitely clutch this. Destroy enemy surveillance, D5. That's also huge. I don't have any 120s, which is fine. I can still close the distance with AIM-9Ms. 2 objectives in a row in one flyout could basically, like, guarantee us a win. Even if this guy leaves. I'm confident. And there's only 3 of them left. Oh, this is it. I think they're cooked here. Yeah. I think this, like, guarantees us the win. Even if they take A, which I'm not going to let them. But I'm just saying, in theory, if they take A, it won't matter. But I'll be damned if they take A. Not bad. I haven't even been looking at this. 10-0. Not bad. Not bad. This is way better than I thought this match was going to be. I literally almost returned to base after the first kill. Well, first maneuver kill. Because it was a flat map. I was getting airfield camp literally within the first 30 seconds of the match. Okay, F6 here. So once I drop these, I got to head south. Because I got to go kill that AI surveillance, and then I got to go secure A, and then I got to RTB and get my AMRAMs again. We're like peak efficiency on this. Peak efficiency. 7 kilometers, and then I can drop. Speed of peak efficiency. Let's line up our targets already. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do this whole thing. We'll do most of it. So I'll just go, this is the rightmost. So I'll line my targets up already. I'll go from right to left. That way I don't do more than 1 bomb on 1 target. I think I can get 2 with that. 8 left. Gonna prioritize the heavy pieces. 3 left, that's all of those. I'll go for these last 3. Okay, that is all those. D5, that's where I'm at. Okay, that actually sucks because now I gotta find this guy. It's easier to find him if you're flying towards him. It's hard to find him if you're in the same grid as them. So he's behind me somewhere. I see that F-16. I don't care about him. I care more about this AI surveillance plane objective. D6. So he's here. He's in front of me somewhere. I'll just try and get him with radar. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Thank you, TWS. I would have never seen that guy. Use the missile because I don't care, because I'm rearming anyways. And I try and kill the Rafale maybe. Huge, huge tickets. Huge tickets. That's big. That's so big. fall? Friendly. Okay. RTB. Return to base. So we had 1,600. Now we have... 1,400? Somebody do the math for me. 1,400? Okay, maybe that wasn't as big a tickets as I thought. F-16 close off my left. I don't see him. I'm chaffing like crazy, though. There he is. We'll do periodic. We'll see what happens. You're not hitting those, brother. Sorry. Lost him. I'm really bad at keeping eyes on people. That's one thing periodic sucks for, is they can spot you like crazy if you use them. Rafal, so now it's a 2v1 with one missile. Hopefully they TK. That's like the best case. Don't want to waste this. Okay, I've been having issues maxing this thing out and it bouncing, so I got to ease into these turns. I got to ease into these turns. I got to ease into them, ease into them, ease into them. Like this. Just like this. Okay. No clue where that F-16 went. Don't care. He crashed, I think. There's somebody in A. I used... Okay, I cannot... I got RTB. I used periodic. I shouldn't have. I forgot I don't have BOL pods. So I got RTB. I've got to. That was foolish. Well, I wasn't foolish. It made sense in the moment. But I forgot what I had. Or what I didn't have, I guess, basically. I like this guy. I was kind of a dick to him earlier. He says GG's every time he dies. And he was like, he wasn't, I don't know if he knew he was trying to airfield camp or what. But he like was trying to get somebody off of, very close off our runway with a radar missile. And like, he didn't try and defend or anything. Like, he just ate a missile to the face. And he said GG. And I gave him a little bit of... Stand by. We got ammo. We have ammo and we have fuel. So we take this fight. He crashed us. No, he doesn't. Bleed speed. I'll finish what I was saying in a minute. What's my cannon count? 27. Okay, I play this smart. I want to ease in behind him. Ease in behind him. Because I only have 27 rounds. And I want to waste them. And he's damaged. Like, heavily, heavily. Okay, that's what I... Literally exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Rollins. They let me know he was there. Okay, what I was saying before is, like, he basically, like, didn't even try and defend a missile. And then he said, GG, because he got, you know, he got outplayed, I guess. And I was like, GG for what? But he seems nice. Maybe I shouldn't be such a prick. Don't have the statistic, but periodic should be good against IRCCM. Yeah, you're right. They should. But if it's a Fox 2 radar slaving locked, then the missile will stay locked to your aircraft even if you're pre-flaring. Yeah, for sure. The only time that doesn't really work is with 530Fs and Sparrow Fs, so AIM 7 Fs. Their secret heads are horrible, and they're very easily chaffed. Like, even if you maintain radar lock, you can still chaff a 530F and a Sparrow F just by chaffing. It's this, you beat the secret head. You don't beat the radar, you beat the secret head. Okay, back to PvP. That didn't get as many tickets as I thought it was gonna. So we're just gonna go back to what we're doing. Fucking airfield AI. Dumbest AI in the world. CL13s, I can go like Mach 1.5. That's so dumb. That's AI, right? Yeah, okay. So what this guy is doing, Imaxed, he doesn't give a shit about anything. He is literally just flying around, bombing bases, bombing airfields, and killing ground targets, and then J'ing out or crashing every time. If he gets a kill along the way, great. If he doesn't, who cares? J out. That way he gets back to the base faster and gets back to killing ground shit quicker. And it's more efficient. He loses more... Sorry, we lose more tickets than they do from doing that. They'll lose tickets from him J'ing out because it's a life. But we lose more tickets for whatever objective he's doing. And it's dumb. It's so dumb. It's punished too, right? Because he loses SL every time he dies. But if he has a premium account, it doesn't matter. If he has a premium account, he'll never lose a SL in a match, ever. Okay, that was one missile. I don't feel like wasting another one. So I'm gonna 9M him if I can. Yeah, I can. That was him. Guy I was talking about. When air superiority failed, that's fine. Destroy enemy air surveillance. H6. Huge. That's... I can't believe they keep getting those. That's gonna be what makes them lose. Is the fact that Gaijin keeps giving us these fucking surveillance planes to shoot down. That's it right there. I don't want to waste this missile. So I want to make sure it turns into me and it's not turning away. I'm going to get closer. I believe there's a trick to consistently dodge a non-R27ER Fox 1 without chaff or notch involving a rudder roll, I think. I don't know about that. Maybe. There could be. I know you can outpole a Sparrow if you're going slow enough, and you can basically just roll in like this. It doesn't look right when I'm doing it there, right? But if I'm going slow and I can pull really wide, it'll beat it. But I don't know about like a 530D. I don't know about that. Are these AI? Enemy AI? They are, and that's an enemy player. I don't care about him. I care about points right now. I care about the objectives. And this is it right here. This is the objectives. Me rarely actually just going for objectives and not just trying to slaughter the enemy team. That went right into the dirt. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Okay, whatever. Double, thank you. That's all of them. RTB. These guys can follow me if they want. I kind of want to fight that guy, actually. Oh, and I only have 25 rounds. It's not that AIM 7 and R27 are balanced ERs. They're not, right? But our AIM 7 planes at those BRs that ERs are at can carry 3 to 4 times as many sparrows. Sorry, 2 to 3 times as many sparrows as the MiG can carry ERs. That is where the balance is. Yeah, they have the better Fox 1s. But we have, I say we, but the US teams have more of them. So like F-15 carries 4. F-14 can carry 6, I think. F-16 can carry 2. Or can it carry 4? Which I don't know that one off the top of my head. But that's where the balance comes in. People hate on this game for how unbalanced it is. I actually do believe that Gaijin does a pretty good job. It might take him a little bit, might take him a couple days or whatever, but I do think they do a pretty good job at balancing in air, at least. I'm sure people will be very not in agreement with that, but that's my opinion. $13 to 0. Not that these guys are really putting up much of a fight. So it's not that impressive, but I'll toot my own horn a little bit. All right, F-15 front. That missile's not at me. This one is. Let's see where he goes. Take that back. Maybe that one wasn't at me. Okay, Eurofighter friendly has gotten close enough to him to where I'm no longer comfortable launching. So we wait. We wait to see how this plays out. I don't really need a third party here. Luke should absolutely be able to shit on this guy. So as long as he realizes he goes up. He's not looking high enough. He's not looking high enough. Okay, I'm gonna get in on this. Yeah, he lost him. He lost him. Only reason why I'm third partying right now is because he lost the target. And he J'd out. That dude J'd out because I launched on him. Oh, but he got the kill. God, dude. Surveillance E6. Okay, so get the surveillance plane. I'm not going to be able to get the bombers, I don't think, at least right now. I think this is enemy right in front of me. Nope, right here. Multipath, come on. Success. Cut speed. 120. Oh, okay, somebody else killed him. I still got 9 M's. Trying to figure out who's who here. I think the guy that just went left is the enemy. Yep, it is. And it's this guy. I'm gonna shove this guy's dick in the dirt. Quote me on that. There he is. Jay out now, man. Just Jay out. Yeah, we gotta not let this guy get to me so much. Now I'm gonna gun him. Okay, so the reason why I get so frustrated with that is it literally hurts. Like, it doesn't benefit, like, it doesn't even benefit him to do that. Like, I would get it if it was a net benefit to him to do that. 1 second, let me figure out what's going on here. Okay. So when you J out like that, it doesn't benefit anybody. Just to deny a kill. It's so scummy. So scummy. It's more frustrating to me than somebody that, like, runs around with the cockpit open. Because, I mean, that, I can still get around that. But, like, somebody that just J's out when a missile's about to hit him. It's literally, like, the scummiest thing you can do in this game. The scummiest thing you can do in this game mode. I don't know what the Rafale, what? Dude is just airfield camping, man. What, like, what's going on? What happened to this team, man? I guess that's what I fucking came into here, was just getting airfield camped. Good try, though. It's cute. Gonna go make sure they don't cap A. Destroy attackers G8. No, I'm gonna go do that instead and win this match. We have a pretty big lead. 1100. It's pretty big. Here are the attackers. D1. Okay, different. Okay, now we have a less of a lead. Only 300. Okay, well, one of those missed. I like this gun a lot. You can really just tap it, and it feels natural. He says as he misses 2 shots, 2 different runs, we might actually lose. Please give that. Yes, that's it. That's it. 5, 4. Yes! Woo! 176 to go. Okay, that was a really good match. That was 15-1. I played the objective quite a bit, actually. That's a lot of AI. That was good. Look at these numbers, too. Look how many people they had come in and leave. And these guys, 14 tons each. 14 and a half, almost 10. Blue 4 truly suffers. That was a really good match. Getting there. Issue is going to be SL. I got a talisman on this thing, so I'm researching these things really fast, but I'm not going to have the money to afford it. I can't even afford the first F104, this S. Does this thing get L's? No, it doesn't. It's the ASA, right? ASA gets L's. Only 4. But... And the Chinese Spaded A1s, or 1As. Spaded aim block? How does that work? Can it not lock these with its radar? That is so weird. Okay, well, that was good. I think I'm going to call the stream here. Go to bed. So, I'm pretty tired. I work nights. I say this every single time I say I'm going to bed in the US where it's like noon. But I work nights, so it's like midnight, almost 1 in the morning for me. So that was it was a good stream. It was fun. I appreciate everybody that came out and hung out, especially the new faces. So be sure to check out the channel if you're new to Sim and you're on mouse and keyboard. I got a really great tutorial I released, and I'm going to be releasing more as we go. I'm going to be doing a series coming up on the planes that I'm suggesting people play. So I'll be playing with them a bit, getting some footage, and then going deeper into why. So I guess to backtrack, there's going to be a video coming out soon about my top 5 planes for new players to Sim. And then I'm going to be doing a short 5 video series after that on each plane in depth. I go a little bit into it in the first video, but I'll be going more in depth into each one after that. So look forward to that coming up. The first one should be coming out either middle of the week or end of the week. I don't know when I want to release it. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for everybody that came out. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Nico. Thanks for coming out, man. I hope to see you in the future ones for sure. Oh, Teamy, you got here literally as I'm going off, as I'm headed to bed. So you missed it, dude. It was pretty good. The last match we had was pretty crazy. I can't believe I clutched up. You know what that means, Teamy? You just have to go back and watch the VOD, man. It was that last match was pretty sick on hockey. As a Swede, I would imagine you would play a lot of hockey. I think you're a Swede, since you have the Swedish flag and you like the Viggens and Grippins so much. But anyways, I'm going to call it here. I do really appreciate everybody that came out. So stick around. There'll be more in the future. Might be a couple days till the next one. We'll see. But anyways, peace.